First off, I'd like to thank you for coming in.
No problem.
If at any time you feel uncomfortable, just let me know.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
How would you describe your time at the TRACON?
Memorable. I can definitely say that I'll remember my 6 months at the New York TRACON for sure.
Can you describe your first impression on starting work there?
I was in awe. I mean, come on, this is the real deal. This is the capital of the world. If you make it here, you are a legit super controller. That's what I thought.
But it wasn't in the cards for you, was it?
Unfortunately, no. My journey was cut short.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I guess I should start at the beginning. It all started when the security guard at the front gate on my first day asked me if I was aware of the NEST program.
NEST program?
Yeah, it's like a relocation reassignment program for people that wash out of the training. If you're unsuccessful at a bigger facility, they'll reassign you to a lower level one anywhere in the country that's ready for staffing.
That's not a warm welcome.
Well, yeah, but that was nothing compared to how I was treated while I was in the labs a few weeks later.
Did your lab instructors continue with this pattern of disrespect?
Describing it as a pattern of disrespect would be an understatement. It was my Vietnam.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, the lead instructor told me he could tell I was nothing special from the first second he laid eyes on me, and then he said I was only good for... He said...
Go on, you're only good for what?
He said I was only good for chow runs. Then he said I'd probably fuck those up too.
Wow, you're incredibly courageous for sharing this with us.
I know, thank you.
The harassment didn't end there, did it?
No, it continued for several weeks. Each day was worse than the last one. They would tell me I was no better than an ice-lip controller. That I was like the stain in an Embry-Riddle student mattress.
No one in power stood up for you? There have to be programs in place to prevent this kind of behavior.
Oh, I mean, if there are, I didn't see any evidence of them. I tried pulling a staff person aside once to get some help, but you know what he told me?
Go on.
He told me that real controllers don't rat. And then he said I wasn't even worthy to be a New York Center quiet room fluffer.
Oh dear.
I know, it wasn't long after that they washed me out, and they finally handed me my termination papers after all this shit.
Wait, I thought you would be relocated.
Well,
they just fired you right there on the spot?
That's right. I was under 1 year of federal employment. They can terminate you for anything, and that's what they did.
Did you appeal it?
Honestly, I didn't. No. It was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, really.
Well, there's a silver lining, I guess. Do you miss it?
Sometimes, late at night, you know, after I get home from work, I think to myself, could I have made it? Do I have it? I mean, if I had a legit chance, would I have been able to make it? I don't know.
What will be, will be.
Yeah.
What is it that you do for a living now?
Right now I'm back in school, working part-time in the weekends, making things meet.
Great. What are you studying?
Adult Contemporary Vocational Rehabilitation Studies with a minor in philosophy, and I enjoy it. It's cool.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
To all of our listeners out there, thank you for listening for the first in a series of stories entitled Quiet Room Confessions, an anthology of washouts in the National Airspace System. I am your host, James Wandand. Good night.